Hey guys, so I just wanted to get on here and just shed a little light on this topic. And this is no judgment at all. This is not me trying to take anything away from anyone. This is literally just me sharing some information that maybe some of you might already know, some of you might not. But I personally don't believe that ignorance is bliss, and I like to be in the know. I'm thankful for the people who cared enough to, tell me certain things, because the last thing that, we want to be doing when it comes to Christianity is things that are vain and don't really matter. Because the Bible says that God is not a vain God, and Christianity, well, following after Christ, is hard enough. There's already enough to do. So piling on things that are irrelevant to God, irrelevant to our salvation, it's meaningless. So I wanted to talk about the cross, right? So I know that the cross has been a staple among the Christian community for so long. And, that's okay, because a lot of us were unaware. But when we come across new information, it will be my hope that if it's something that resonates with you, that, you would move differently. So I know a lot of us might have the cross around our necks, tatted on our bodies. But the cross is a death sentence. The Romans have killed hundreds of thousands of people on the cross. They have killed them before Jesus was crucified. They've killed people on the cross with Jesus, and they've killed people on the cross after Jesus. So the cross is neither holy, and neither is it just significant to Christ. I could understand if it was just significant to him, but hundreds and thousands of people were killed on the cross, and then the Bible tells us to, not to deal with graven images on earth or in heaven above. That includes, those pictures that have the face of Jesus on them, which really makes no sense, because the Bible says no one has seen his face nor heard his voice. And these are things that you can fact check, look into them yourself. I'm not telling you to take my word for it, but I looked it up, and you should too. But this is things that you can look up in the Bible, on the internet. And so I just wanted to shed some light on that. It's really senseless, because having a face of Jesus that's not Jesus, and a lot of people like to say, well, in my heart it represents Jesus, but that's not the way God is looking at it, because it's almost like worshiping other gods. You can't turn a false god into Jesus, okay? No matter how much you say that you love him, you just can't do it. And graven images are one of the things that he was always so angry at our people about. So the faces of Jesus, the cross that, is not representative of Christ alone, are just maybe things that you guys want to consider, because they're vain. So, do with the information what you will. Again, this is no judgment to anyone, because once upon a time, there was a picture of Jesus in my house growing up. I didn't know, but we grow and we learn and we edify ourselves and we move differently, So I'm hoping that this was informative for someone, even if it's just one person. Because when I found out, it was very informative for me, because honestly, I don't, there's so much confusion. The enemy is just so adamant about confusing God's people. So for me, it's just like, okay, yeah, no. But you all have an amazing day. And the internet will tell you that the crucifix represents Jesus dying on the cross. But it definitely does not align with what's in the Bible. So you decide.